Hello friends, and welcome back to the Word. I'm Deaconess Shewa, and today we'll be continuing our two-part series tagged Wisdom is the Principal Theme, Recession in Perspective, Part 2. In Part 1, we talked about the meaning of recession, and if it prolongs further, how it's now regarded as depression. So we looked at that, the fact that recession is not a misnomer. We explored the Bible days and actually gave example of situation of recession and how Isaac was able to recover even in a fantastic way, because the Bible says that Isaac sowed in the same land, the same period of recession, quote and unquote, and he reaped 100-fold return. Okay, so we are destined to overcome a period of recession only if we go God's way, if we apply wisdom. If we apply wisdom, if we acquire knowledge, gain understanding through the knowledge that we have acquired, then implement that knowledge with wisdom. Hence the title, Wisdom is the Principal Thing. Okay, now we're going to conceptualize it by digging further into the Bible, and we'll now share a story about Joseph and how he interpreted Pharaoh's dream with regards to recession that will be coming. Now a lot is being said about the economy tilting towards depression, and to me it seems maybe, just maybe, we're not preparing ourselves for it. But as people of wisdom, we need to prepare ourselves for it, and then we will overcome. Come with me to the book of Genesis 41. Genesis 41. Okay, and I'll start from 14. This talking about Pharaoh's dream and how Joseph was called to interpret that dream. Okay, 14 says, Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came unto Pharaoh. Became a consultant overnight. Interesting. 15. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, In my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill-favored, and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and the ill-favored kine did eat up the first 7 fat kine. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favored as at the beginning. So I awoke. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 hares came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 hares, withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the thin hares devoured the 7 good hares. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. And Joseph said to Pharaoh, The dream of Pharaoh is one. God has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kine are 7 years, and the 7 good years are 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7th thin and ill-favored kine that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty air, blasted with the east wind, shall be 7 years of famine. Then this is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What God is about to do is showed unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt, and there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of the famine following, for it shall be very grievous. Wow. That's not too good news to hear. It's so confusing in terms of, oh, the plenty would have been devoured by the hardship, by the devastation. So even as we are being informed now that we could be deeping into recession, how are we preparing ourselves? How are we taking that kind of news come? But let's proceed. And 33. Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years, and let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. So Joseph was given Pharaoh strategies to overcome the recession or even the depression that may be coming, because 7 years has gone beyond temporary. 7 years is a long time. So they are actually talking about depression now. Remember, we said in the first part of this series that recession is temporary. Okay, it can be for some months. You understand, not too long, if you get what I mean. But depression is when it prolongs further. Okay, so when they're talking 7 years, I guess they're talking depression. Okay, economic depression, I mean. Okay, let's go on to 34. Let Pharaoh do this. So he laid up the strategies of what to do. And 38. Since he's got the key, he's got the strategy, Pharaoh could find no other person more intelligent, more appropriate to implement those strategies. So hear this. 39. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Applying wisdom. When you apply wisdom, you become wise. You are known as wise. Okay? Okay. 40. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand, and put it upon Joseph's head, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck. Wisdom brings about promotion. So even in these hard times, in times of recession, we shall be promoted. Financially, we shall be promoted. We shall lack no good thing. Our families will not lack. Our children will not lack. We shall live in abundance because we are applying the wisdom of God. And we are not waiting for it to come. We start preparing now. We start applying our wisdom now. We start developing strategies, to make wealth even in times of recession. Okay? And 43, and he made Joseph rather, he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, bow the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphenath-Paneah, and he gave him to a wife, Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. And Joseph went out all over the land of Egypt. Excellent. We will flourish in the land. And for us to flourish in the land, we have to start applying wisdom. Okay, the wisdom from above. We have to start using our brain. We have to start using our hands. We have to start acquiring knowledge that is needed. Because I tell you, in times of recession, some people will not lack. Some trade will not shut down, For example, if you are in the production industry, maybe you're producing food items and all that, you're packaging them, people will still buy food, if you see what I mean. They will still buy food because they need it to survive, okay? And in countries like Nigeria, for example, where water is really in demand, the weather is so hot that you just need to drink water all the time, and potable water is not available to everybody, so there's huge business in the water bottling sector. So just pray God to give you the idea, the wisdom to make wealth even in times of recession. Look for opportunities to diversify your earnings, and it shall be well. Wisdom is the principal thing. In all your getting, get understanding, and you will be on top of the coming recession, because I think it will come, but we will overcome. Till next time, please press the notification button so that when next I'm back, you'll be the first to know. Also, send me your thoughts, even about this presentation today. What's your thoughts about recession? What's your thoughts about the application of wisdom? And I don't mind you giving me a hint on any stream of income that could be a mine, a gold mine actually, in recession. Till next time, share this platform, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.